All right, y'all. So I ended the previous live because everybody was saying there was no sound, but I wasn't connected to my Bluetooth. My volume was up. The mic was on, so I don't know what it could be. So I just decided to. Okay, so it's saying I got sound here. Okay, so it's saying I got sound here. So I don't know what it could be, but we're just gonna start over. So it's saying I got sound here. Okay. So we're gonna start over. I said a lot, so I guess I'll just try and go back over it quickly. So we had the card of realization. See if y'all can see that. Realization, dynamic, and we had consciousness that popped out in reverse. Okay. And I was talking about the subconscious and the conscious mind. Remember that this is a collective reading, even though some of it will or may resonate with you as a personal. Um, us as a collective, right? We're moving into a new sense of realization. Now, still, your sense of realization may differ than my reality and my realization, but we're coming together as a sense of realization in the subconscious as a form of humanity. Let's just say that, right? Okay, because we have had, like we have had before, a lot of devastation when it comes to these weather elements, these storms, floodings, loss of life, tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, fires that are going on. You got Cuba right now that is out of power. It's a lot of stuff that has happened before, will continue to happen, and has happened lately, right? Our frame of consciousness that is coming together as a sense of realization is is wanting or craving harmony. Okay. When maybe before, or perhaps before, we were more on the sense of being more dynamic, of being apart or staying divided, being divided. But right now, we're awakening in the sense of human or mankind, um, life, tragedy, loss of loved ones, and things like that, right? So this is what it is picking up on us as humans, us as mankind. We're coming into the sense of realization of wanting more peace, wanting more to be more synchronized or synchronistic, getting back into our synchronistic type of daily daily ways, errands, the way of life that we were used to, were able to do. A lot of people with, just to be honest, unless you're a millionaire or billionaire, somehow, some type of way, the economy, and I'll just say it like that, the economy has affected you in some type of way, whether it's on your job, through your hours, the pay, affecting your table, your food, your refrigerator, affecting us as humans, as mankind, when it comes to recalls on food, um, loss of life due to eating food that needed to be recalled, um, weather devastations, right? So we're wanting more of a sense of harmony in our lives overall. Okay, overall, different aspects for different people, but the sense of it as humanity, as humans, we're coming into the realization of um, coming together to charge forward together as one mind to move forward so that we can get out of this. Okay. We do have prosperity here. We have passion over there and act. Um, I don't feel or see in the reading that we still have unwavering faith. I don't feel that we've have came together in our subconscious. Um, because remember that we're all one. Even though people teach us and raise us, because that is what it is, to be divided. You wasn't born to be divided. You wasn't born racist. You wasn't born anything else but to be in a sense of harmony with the next man, mankind, humanity. Okay. Everything else was learned or taught. Either you picked it up in your own household, you picked it up from somebody teaching it to you as a family member, you picked it up from a teacher, you picked it up from friends or college people you used to hang around. Um, that's why they say always be careful who you surround yourself with, because you will pick up those people's traits, their frame of mind of thinking. You'll pick up their beliefs, right? You'll leave your own sense of beliefs behind based off the type of people that you decide to hang around. And now you're talking like them, you're acting like them, you like the same food they like, right? So, but what's different here is that we all see a change that needs to happen and needs to be made. Okay, right? And we're becoming very passionate about having this change. And remember, when the ultimate created us, we were created. Even if you have a different religious denomination, okay, but still one source or one entity created all humans, whether you feel that that's God or if you feel that that's an alien or Palladian or whoever. Okay, you have your choice of whoever or whatever you think that is. But when the ultimate created us as humans, it was in the likeness of the ultimate, right? And the same consciousness, um, which was harmony, peace, love, joy, serenity, loving thy neighbor, loving the next human or mankind. Um, so we change frequency and we can change matters and we can change physical um, things when we all get on the same page and think alike through our subconscious. And I feel that this is what is coming out in the reading. Okay. Because enough has been done, enough has been had. We are on the same wavelength where that most of us are going through the same thing. And now subconsciously we're all thinking, not all, but more than a majority is thinking the same way, and it's causing a movement. It's causing a movement within the subconscious. And because of that, I see here that it will bring a sense of prosperity. Okay. Now, like I said in the first video that they said didn't have audio, I also see Page of Cups. Um, somebody here wants to harmonize or bring a sense of peace about you, with you. That can be a friend, a family member, a sibling, a child, a best friend, co-worker, a job even. This also can be a new or a old lover, somebody wants to make peace because they want their prosperity back. You was and is their prosperity, but for whatever reason, if there was a separation and or breakup here, this person now has a realization of what type of prosperity you are and was to them in their life. Whether it was conversation, whether it was intimacy, whether it was the affection, compassion, love, care, um, friendship, laughing, giggling, going shopping together, going to games together, whatever it was, right? You were their prosperity. And now they're seeking that harmony, could have or is trying to find it in other ways and other people, but they're having a sense of realization that they told me to shuffle again. They're having a sense of realization. Yeah, see there, page of cup, page of swords. That they want to communicate, they want to talk. Now, some of you may have this person blocked and may already have decided to move on with your life and don't want to speak or see them again, whatever the case may be. But that's not going to stop the realization that they're having. Okay. Because this person was very passionate about you. I'm not quite sure. And it seems like they wanted compassion with you. And it also can be that you were having compassion for them, but they could have been not acting right. hmm They could have been in the eyes of seeing prosperity in other people, another situation, spending their time, like I said, with other, spending their time with other people, other situations, trying to find prosperity in that situation or other people. But Three of Swords, they didn't find it. So it's their fault. They had to learn something very dynamically. Now, like I said in the first video, I'm getting over a cold. So that's why my voice does sound like this. So, Three of Swords in reverse. Something very tragic. Like I was just speaking of, a separation or a heartbreak, something that you had to let go, something that some of you will be letting go. And don't forget, we are Vedic Sidereal. We are in the sign of Libra right now. Again, not Western astronomy or tropical. I do Vedic here. So Vedic Libra is October the 15th through November the 15th. Then it will move to Scorpio. Okay. So then you will have air moving into the next sign of water. So whoever this was, they also see and know. Who is that? Hey, Divine 8. Oh, you said sound is back? Thank you, babe. I see it now. Um, you know, this is coming across like, you know what? I could be a lot if I really want to. But you're trying to be more of a dynamic person, okay? By doing the right things, trying to eat better, trying to look better physically, mentally, spiritually, going after your level of prosperity, thinking about who you allow in your life around your energy. But for some of you, I see that you say, I could be a lot if I need to, but I choose not to. I'm choosing to be more harmony than to- toxicity. Okay. Because you have learned in many different situations whether it's friends, love, job, career, um, in your community, people you deal with, whatever the case may be. But you're not trying to, you know, take that sense of peace and harmony from yourself. And this is also not only a personal realization for you that you already been having, but it's coming in even more. It's becoming even more broader and more dynamic for you. And you understand also by the things that you associate with, the things that you um that does help to create your body, mind, heart, and soul, and your spirit sing. It doesn't have to be toxic. It doesn't have to be toxicity. It doesn't have to be too much. You don't have to be too much to fall in love, to be in love, or to make somebody love you, right? You shouldn't have to be Mr. DeVille here for somebody to love you or to be in your life or do toxic things to keep them. Mm. Using your intuition is everything, okay? Some of you are coming more into the dynamic of that with the unconscious mind, the unconscious. I keep saying unconscious because it's in reverse. And y'all know these cards rarely come in reverse, right? So by popping in reverse, that's why I'm saying subconscious instead of the conscious mind. The subconscious is linked more to your spirit, your soul. That is your gut instinct. That is where your first answers come to you. Your conscious mind, like I said in the first video, is more of where you debate, you sit, you think, you ponder, you overthink. Sitting in your conscious mind, um, that can be a time where people can steer you in the wrong direction, change your mind, change your beliefs, can alter your perception. Um, but listening to your gut instinct, your sacral, your crown, and listening to your spirit always gives you the correct and the right answers first. But a lot of us, a lot of people don't do that. As soon as you ask yourself something, right, your inner voice is who you are, not your physical shell. As soon as you ask yourself something, if you think about it, realization, you very much soon have the answer because yourself answers yourself. Who do you think is talking to you when you're internally talking to yourself? Because you speak to yourself without moving your mouth. Who and what do you think that is? That's you. That's you subconsciously. That is your spirit. That is your soul. That is who you are. Everything else is this. Okay. Like I said, also, somebody here is very passionate about you. Um, just because they have passion for you doesn't mean that it is good. It can just be physical. It can just be wanting to be around you for intimacy or the pleasure thereof. Whether it's using you for the wrong things, wrong ideas, um, persuading you, encouraging you the wrong ways, thoughts, ideas, encouraging you to be around the wrong people, etc. Some of you, like I said, is having a realization and having a even better sense of harmony with yourself by detaching yourself, breaking the chains away from people, places, and things that you know are just too much, including marriages and relationships. So we do have the Nine of Cups in concern energy and temperance. Who is upset? Somebody here is upset. Let me get one more. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot. In Vedic Sidereal, the Wheel of Fortune, or I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune is in retrograde. And the Wheel of Fortune, or Jupiter, was in Taurus, but it's retrograde. And it's going to be like that for the next couple of months. So any Tauruses that may be listening, you're going to feel this dynamic change. Okay. You may have or will go through some bits of some things that may make you upset, that you may have to rethink, re-strategize, recalculate. But don't lose your unwavering faith. And that's because Taurus is you was used to Jupiter being there for so long, the past couple of months. And now that Jupiter is retrograde out of your sign, Tauruses, Scorpios, you will feel it also. Because anything that happened in Taurus, it will affect your seventh house. So you will feel it, Scorpio, and Tauruses, of course, you will feel it. Okay. So temperance is, if this is somebody's current relationship right now, you've had enough. I do see a breakup, a separation, but you may not be making a move because you are wanting to keep more of compassion in the forefront than what you may need to do for yourself as this realization. Because even the High Priestess card is in reverse. Now, Rahu is still in Pisces. K2 is still in Virgo. Both will be there still until May, June of next year. Then it will move to the next two signs. But yeah, by Jupiter being in retrograde, some things that some of you were waiting on as change is going to happen for you for the better. For some of you, where, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is affecting you or will be affecting you for, I think, the next 3 months, 3 or 4 months. You're going to kind of have to go with the flow of this, okay? Some of you don't want to compromise. You don't want to have this change in your life. Now, the Wheel of Fortune also is father energy, husband energy. This also can be an older male. Doesn't have to be, but it is a male that is around some of you or have some type of influence here. If this is an ex, they're upset. They're still upset. They haven't changed. And they're even more upset because their realization is that you will be leaving, or the realization of why you did leave. If you stop seeing somebody, you cut somebody off, you unfriended somebody, okay? Because of their ways, their actions, they were too tied up with somebody from their past, a ex, and didn't want to give you any attention or didn't want to try a relationship with you. They're realizing that what they're kept going after was not their peace. It was not their harmony. So for some of you, this person may or will try to come back towards you if they can. If you already got them blocked or moved on, then this is what is still upsetting them, that you have not did the Wheel of Fortune and turned or changed and came looking for them. Okay, so they're very upset. I feel that you did give them a sense of compassion. See there? You did give them ex-lover. hmm Um, you had a lot of compassion for this person. But even if they did realize it at the time, they didn't utilize it. They didn't make it their wish fulfillment, which would have been their prosperity here, which would have been the change for them, a change in their life. Marriage also could have been engagement, could have been the next step, or you, both of you as a couple, something long term. And they're realizing that now, but you know, for some of you, it's totally too late. hmm They can't undo the heartbreak or their level of toxicity that they fed you, right? They can't undo that. They can't untalk it. Um, they can't unmove it. So it's kind of like, hey, you've lost out. And even if you would have still a level of compassion to try and allow this to rework, because you do have passion for them, it could have been somebody that you really like. But, you know, I would say wait until K2 and Rahu move. Wait till Saturn goes direct, which will be, November the 5th, not too far from now. Okay. I still wouldn't do this right now. So now we have cheating, broken trust, but it came in reverse. See, just like I told you, somebody wants to regain Three of Swords, the Devil card, compassion over there. Somebody wants to regain your trust and your love. You got cheating in reverse with broken trust and ex-lover old spark. You know what they say, you get what you get. If you go back down that road for a ex or with the ex, you only get what you get from it. They're an ex for a reason. Why do you have to relearn the wheel here? Something that a realization that you already done and learned before. Why take yourself back through a Three of Swords and the Devil card? Thinking that this person has changed? How do you know they even want to change? They can change their dialect and say what they need to say to win you over, but have they really done the changes? Okay. High, High Priestess in reverse, you don't know. You don't. The worstest thing that somebody can do is to have all this passion and love for you, want to be back in your life. You allow them to get back with you. And what do? When they get back into your life and get back with you? Nothing. Nothing. Some people do things just to win because that's all that they're passionate about. They have to be the winner. But once you're the winner, then what? Right? That's why I know a lot of divine feminines keep themselves single. Because if you keep putting yourself out there as to be won like a trophy, and then somebody wins you finally as a trophy, okay, quote unquote, which wins your love, which you allow them to be your mate, right? Now that they're in a relationship with you, now what? Now what? Do they have a plan? Are they going to execute the plan? what is the plans now that you're back in my life and that you won me, okay? Because maybe somebody was seeking to be with you for years and years or months and weeks, and you finally give in and say, okay, yeah, we can be in a relationship. Now that they got you, now what? A lot of times, that's probably why I'm single. A lot of times I ask people, when dating, initially talking, like, okay, if we were to be together and we're in a relationship, what would be the first three things that we would do? You have to have hypothetical type of questions that you would ask people to see where their mind frame is at, what they're thinking. And if they can or is quick on their feet to think of something, how does that resonate and sit with you? Now, they may come up with three quick things for dates. Okay, but after those first three dates, after you're in a relationship, then what? Because you have to understand that you're now implementing and mixing your life with somebody else's life. Some people don't care. They're all for the passion, the fun, the drinking, the smoking, the hanging out, the shopping sprees. Okay, now what happens after all that? If you act very seriously like that, a lot of people will deter themselves from you because they'll know and see that you have a more sense of realization of what life is and what you expect out of life. Okay. Ghosted, disappearing, and heartbreak shattered. hmm Like I said, if this is an ex or whatever, somebody here that may have ghosted you or disappeared may try to come back around again, or they're about to do it now. Um, some of you may be about to go through a heartbreak, something being shattered. But this is also somebody coming back into the picture as an ex-lover. I don't know who and what this is. Somebody coming into the picture as an ex-lover to shatter somebody's reality or current reality because they're upset. Okay. So y'all stay tuned. Listen to, podcasts, social media. It may come out in the news. But somebody that has disappeared or is about to disappear, it's because they're heartbroken. And it can be because an ex-lover or something like that, or a current lover that's about to become an ex is going to speak out on something, on some type of issue. How many minutes we at? 33? Now, of course, I do see that some of y'all really did like this person, but they just ghosted you. They disappeared, or you ghosted them. You just disappeared because of all the extra stuff, stuff that's too much, right? It's okay for 2 scoops of ice cream in a bowl on a cone, however you like it, with or without toppings. But who goes in and say, I want 7 scoops of ice cream on a waffle cone? The devil card. That's just too much. Now you're talking about gluttony. You're just talking about too much, too extra. You're tired of being attached to something. Some of you also may have something attached to you. And you don't quite know what it is. But it is a heartbroken entity or an ex-lover that some of you may have You see what I'm saying? Unfinished business. Unresolved situation. I'm going to get one more. This is somebody about to come. Okay. Y'all stay tuned to your TikTok, Instagram, okay, to all the different social medias. Somebody is about to come out that's a scorned lover here. I'm getting Lilith vibes. And we just had a moon a couple of days ago. But this is a scorned lover. Somebody that's about to break up with somebody. Or because they get ghosted. Or somebody disappeared on them. Who is that? Hey, Miss Linda. Somebody here is about to spill the beans on somebody. Because somebody broke up with them. They broke their heart. Or somebody won't get back with them to still do toxic things like third party situations, marital affairs, okay? And somebody probably did spark back up a situation with an ex-lover, but they didn't keep it going or they refused to keep it going. That's why I say sometimes you don't want to spark nothing back up with the ex because they're going to want you to keep that going. And they may not tell you everything. They may not tell you that they're married. They may not tell you that they live with another person. And then you being their ex, you spark back up a love relationship, an intimacy, love relationship with this person. And then they don't come around enough for you. Then you're heartbroken, shattered, and scorned again. Okay. And now you feel like because you wanted to, and it could be vice versa, wanted to spark this back up because you may have felt by allowing that to happen again because you had unfinished business with this person. Now, if some of you were dating somebody and you broke it off with them, they still feel like it's unfinished business with both of y'all. They may not have acted like it, but they were heartbroken. They were shattered that you did decide to go with your feelings and your emotions and listen to your intuition at the moment and the time that you were very upset and you cut it off. They were very shattered because you did not want to play the devil game, which is to stay attached, to stay in that type of energy, to be second, to be third to a person or to people. And that makes you their ex-lover. I don't even feel that some of you were dating other people while trying to get to know this person. But they do want to come back around because they feel that it's unfinished business. But like I say, if some of you got this person blocked, look at their intuition. If some of you got this person blocked or whatever, that they can't reach you, then, it's going to be left like this. Like I said again, intuition. It came in reverse, no. Inner knowing. And the high priestess here is in reverse. Let me see if I can find out real quick before I let y'all go. What is this something that you don't understand? Okay. Travel, experience new things. Something here that y'all don't understand. I don't even know what to put on it to find out. But maybe it's not meant for me to tell you because everything has to be a lesson. And I'm learning that also, that I can't tell y'all everything. Y'all have to go through some stuff and understand it for yourself. Because readers or intuitives, we do have blocks too, where everything is not going to come out all the time. But it's something here that either us as a collective, we're not listening to our intuition. Some things are more best chosen through intuition, through than rather than book knowledge, things that we see with our regular eyes. Okay, it's called intuitive and intuition for a reason. The key. Okay, so the key is what, y'all? Solutions, intelligence, doing the right thing, using our genius mindset, insight, clarity, being open, breaking out, liberty. I hope this is not also one of y'all got a baby daddy, baby mama, a lover, or ex-lover that was in jail and they're about to get out. Some of you got somebody that is about to go into jail and be locked up. And of course, this is where you're going to have no choice but to disappear and live with the heart brokenness of the unfinished business of this relationship. A person you were having a good time with, a lot of money being spent, a lot of street paraphernalia, drinking, love affairs, all type of stuff that some people, I'm not saying you necessarily, that we're dealing with are having a good time with this other person. But somebody here is wanting to get out, or somebody is going in. So what you're trying or need to use your intuition about is finding a solution to either solve this problem if you want to get back with this person, or is them that's trying to find a solution or a way to get back to you to finish this unfinished business. Because if it hardly got started, then of course it's unfinished business. Because you didn't give them enough time of day, right, to keep trying you, doing all type of stuff, talking to you any type of way, treating you any type of way, having or putting you in third party situations that some of you didn't know about. They would ghost you, disappear, then all of a sudden very passionate about you, call you back, all type of stuff, and you like, hey, you doing too much, right? So since you doing too much, I'm finna make you an ex-lover. How about that? All right. So not understanding the key or the solution. Female popped out. And a house. That bridge of communication. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all think I'm just rambling. But somebody, remember I showed you the page of cups and the page of swords? Communication, unite, connecting, integrate, coming together, overcoming a barrier, share, harmony here is twice, and compromise. Harmony is here twice. So, like I said, this can be any and everything. Somebody here does want to integrate and bring us together, to unite, okay, to connect us, to overcome these barriers. And whoever this is what they're talking. This is what they want to say. They want to bring us from the stage of a Three of Swords, right? Being taken advantage of, being treated any type of way, keeping us chained, okay, to certain things in our life, in our reality, in our way of life, with our money, all type of stuff. You can take this to be politics. You can take this to be your love story. You can take this to be the election. You can take it to whatever you feel that this reading is. Okay. But I do see that somebody that did have a lover is about to be exposed. It's about to come out. It's because they are heartbroken. They are mad, upset, that this person refused to talk to them or won't talk to them anymore, even though they want to make amends to get harmony back, and or just want this person back, period. This also is a third party marital affair that I see is about to be revealed. And whoever that the person was in the doing the infidelity, their lover is about to speak out. They had a house with this person. They had a key. They traveled together. Somebody here is feeling very uncomfortable. Remember, I told you that Jupiter is retrograde out of Taurus. What is Taurus? Second house, which is your home. Fourth house of Cancer also is home, right? So by this card coming in reverse, somebody don't belong at a certain place, a certain area, in a certain community. Somebody doesn't want to live with somebody anymore. Can also be moving out. A divine feminine moving on, moving out of the country because of this affair that will either be about them or about who they're married to having an affair. But I see it coming out, child. Now, the woman card is in reverse, so you may not know who this woman is, per se. But somebody's whole house is being broken down, interrupted. Their family or children is being either taken away or disrupted. So this is going to be a breakup of a husband, wife, and children. Somebody here is also not safe. So they may have to travel or go move to a very far distance for their safety. And I guess that's a confirmation. But you need to put some boundaries here. Keep your boundaries up. Also, make sure you're protecting your home. Make sure if you have some black salt, put it around your doorways, your windows here. Make sure you'll anoint that black salt. I also see somebody's deciding, like I said, to move away from their community. Can also be a house or an area that they grew up in, and they're deciding to move. Somebody is about to go on a travel spree, about to travel somewhere. Okay. Somebody is going on a vacation, a mini vacation or something like that with the ex-lover that once ghosted them or they ghosted them. If you are thinking about an ex-lover, it can be vice versa. But for the feminines, if you are a straight feminine, the ex-lover that you were dealing with, the girl, she finally done moved out. If that's something that y'all need to know. Okay. I see it here. And that's probably why they trying to contact you now. That whoever that they still had coming by the house and sleeping with and doing all that. They finally done broke their heart. So the girl done moved her stuff on out, child. Okay. If you need to know that. Some of you also may find a traveling job. Well, we about to go in November, right? So September in reverse. That don't go in here. This doesn't have to resonate with me, but that don't mean it's not happening. Now, I see with my third eye who this possibly can be, but I don't want to say. Okay. But I do see a male that is coming into the near future here that's going to bring change, prosperity. And a lot of people are having a sense of inner knowingness that they don't want to follow their intuition, and it's based on previous things that was said or tied to, or things that this person previously did that may or may not seem toxic to some people. But I feel that a lot of people now all of a sudden is about to have a lot of compassion when you least expect it. So somebody not expecting this at all. Well, these cards ain't giving me nothing. January. So I do know January is going to be the inauguration, right? I don't know, January, February, whatever the case may be. I know a little of what this is. Like I say, I'm not going to say, but something I said probably did resonate for you personally. So this is going to happen in the daytime. Okay. Whatever this is going to be a daytime occurrence, whether it be the communication, the phone call, the wanting to say I'm sorry, to harmonize, to ask for some type of compromise. If you travel, please travel in the daytime if you can. Do not travel at night. But the farthest I have out is January and June. 2 J's. Okay. And I feel that going into, like I already said, with June, it's around the time that Rahu and Ketu will be moving. And it's going to be a lot of significant changes anyway when that happens. Because Rahu and Ketu doesn't move but every 20 years. So right now, a lot of stuff that we have been experiencing is because of Rahu and Ketu. The last time I believe it happened was around September September 2001. We all know what happened in that month, in that year. Okay. So, and this is also with Rahu, Ketu, and also Saturn being retrograde. All of that combination like that is why we're having a lot of things coming out, a lot of world occurrences. That's why we're in war again. Okay. Because of Rahu Ketu. Because before that, we had our troops in what was it? Not Saudi Arabia, but we had our troops overseas, and that war lasted 10 years almost. Before 2001, we had our troops over in what you call it country. I forgot. Right? And that war went on for a very long time. So y'all can go back and watch my past Rahu K2 videos that I did upload already. And I told you then, even with Saturn going retrograde, I said there was going to be a lot of things that were going to happen, to come out. There's going to be a lot of change, because even when Saturn go retrograde again, I believe it's not going to happen for another 20 to 50 years. So just by Saturn alone being retrograde, it's setting up the change now. I know this is a Jupiter card, but Jupiter is change. It's setting up the next reality for us. Okay. Which is that we need to get in a sense of harmonization. as a people. The change is happening. The change is going to happen. And a lot of us has been upset. We're going to be upset. But, through that change, we got to still have the passion for compassion for others and the situation. Okay, so I'm just going to end it there because we're going almost into an hour. Y'all know I'm trying to get back into the groove of getting the readings done. Everything that's been going on with me, we'll talk about it in the next video because I do want to share with y'all somebody that I met, one of my favorite actresses, and I also got a picture with the person. So I will share that in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Make sure that you always come back to this video when you see some of this stuff start to unfold, that you, with your intuition, think that this is what I'm talking about. But yeah, so let me just go ahead and leave it here. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.